Whoops, try again. I'd like to call the Tuesday, June 16th, 2026 meeting to order. Do we have a flag?
It's on the slide.
All right, it's on the flag. Ready? So we pledge, please. On the flag. There we go. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Want to call roll, please? That's you.
Oh,
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Now you learn names.
Yes, Carol,
Yes.
not here.
Mhm.
Mia,
Not here.
not here. Beth,
Here.
Trish,
Here.
Eileen,
Here.
Tim,
Which one?
Huttiger.
Very good.
Very
good.
Here.
Austin,
Here.
Austin is
Here.
Phil, not here.
not here.
Tim Mankey,
Here.
okay. John is not here. Diana is not here. Nancy,
Nancy
Is
was
on
online,
here?
I should tell her
Yeah.
that, I'm so sorry.
AJ.
Here.
I'm here. Stephanie Crane. Scott
Here.
here. Okay, that's it for our department.
Okay,
So,
beautiful. Okay, public participation. Phil. Oh, minutes, sorry, approval of minutes. Does somebody want to make a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting?
We approved minutes last meeting.
I will second. Denise will second
All in favor?
Aye.
There we go, we're good. All right, moving on. Public participation.
it.
So-
Back to Phil, Mr. Phil. You gonna redo the whole thing?
No, it is.
Word for word?
No, no,
No, I think we just got just what he said.
okay, but,
But if you want.
You want to add anything else?
Yeah.
Mike,
yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, once again, just for the record, my name's Mike Phelps. My address is 108 Tremont Street in Newington. And I just, appreciate everything and appreciate my previous notes were already, I guess, recorded as part of the meeting.
Yep.
Okay,
So Mike-
perfect. Then thank you.
Mike, this is Scott Karras. I just wanted to first introduce myself to you. I know you deal with Clay and also Sam in the office, but I wanted you to be aware that Clay and I have talked to the town's grant writer, and we're trying to see if there's gonna be some funds that we can get specifically for the bulb replacement at your complex. I mean, basically Clay said that we replaced all the halogen bulbs and the life shelf on those are gonna be basically exhausted. And the worry is there won't be no replacement bulbs that we could purchase in the future. So we're gonna reach out to Eversource and see the liaison and talk to them. In my experience, dealing with Eversource and also with the grant writer, we may find a way to get funds to transition some of the lights at the Little League complex, softball to the LED lights, basically on the big diamond like that too, with monies from different sources. So that is in the network right now, and we're gonna look to do that. To your comment in regards to rentals, by all means, we're always going to look to put money back into those facilities. That's the purpose of that. And we are very cognizant to make sure that we don't rent to displace any of the town agencies. But we also want to make sure that we put that money back into it to try to make the fields as safe and playable as possible. And if that means we could add some more shade offerings to the different fields, we'll look into that as well to make sure that we have an abundance of that. So we don't exhaust one or two facilities through outside agencies.
Mike, how are your numbers?
Good. So overall, and I appreciate Scott. I'm sorry not there in person to meet you, but thank you. That's great news. Anything that the Little League or any can help with, like please please let us know. I know Rocky Hill did their fields through an Eversource grant
Yeah.
a year or so ago. And our numbers overall are up. I mean, for the last 6 years that I've been in charge of the softball program, we're up 25% overall. So that's good. We have more teams. We have moved to new districts, so that's great. We're working on the advertising component, and everything you said is great, and everything has been with Clay and Sam has really been fantastic. Like Sam always double checks and everything, so we coordinate schedules and everything, so it's worked out very well.
What are the girls' numbers?
Girls' numbers are up about 25%. I don't have an exact number on the boys.
I know our numbers are down at the high school, that's why I was asking.
They
That's
are.
good.
I think some of that is. I think there's a variety of factors there. I think there's a couple items in front of the Board of Ed to kind of look at like girls and youth sports overall.
Yeah.
I think their student reps are supposed to report on that. There's been, they just have stuff going on, right? And as they get older, they have more sports to choose from too, or and other activities. So it's a
Yeah.
competition for the same amount of time, unfortunately.
Yeah, gotcha. All righty, thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, we have one more question.
No, just Nancy Capello said she is on, but she thinks she's in as an attendee. Do you see her in there?
Does her number end with 801?
Let's see.
It was her name before, yeah.
Yes, 801, that's her. So I don't know why she got put over there if we can pull her in, but she's not able to speak on that side.
Yeah, click those dots. And then, should be able to make her a panelist.
Yeah, they usually use that.
Maybe let me allow her to talk.
Mine, yeah.
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, great.
All right.
All righty. Okay, so that's it for public participation, or do we have anybody else online? That's it, right?
Yep.
Okay, wonderful.
Perfect.
Moving on, correspondence, I didn't see anything, correct?
Not just a tree report, a tree warden with.
Okay.
Monthly report, so I can go
All
through.
right, go ahead, you're up.
Alright, so for program reports, our creative playtime preschool update. They successfully concluded their 2005-2026 school year last week. They finished with a total enrollment of 50 students, including 12 preschool graduates who were celebrated at our graduation ceremony in our gymnasium last week. Miss Jess did a tremendous job with that, as well as Stephanie too. It really was a great graduation. I've been to a couple preschool with my kids way back when, but this is really above and beyond how it was just organized. The parents all had a great time, the kids had a great time, the kids did a great job with the whole thing. So I kudos to them and kudos for what they do. The preschool program has been great, and I know we've had some activity now with new people looking for to sign up for the fall. So that's a good sign that the word of mouth is out, what we're doing. She also created, I could pass this around, the yearbook, personalized yearbook. A lot of hours have been, if you want to just pass it around, have been, earmarked by Jessica to produce this. It's a great asset that the families have, that they can cherish, and they will keep in their, folder. So when the kids are older, they can go back on that as well. It was, probably months and months of different pictures and activities, and then putting it all together and getting it printed. It was just a nice touch. So a very special thanks to the preschool program for what she has done. This Camp Summer Sunshine will begin on Monday, the 22nd. Program has a maximum capacity of 30 students. At this time, we have a few openings remaining for the 5-day per week camp, and program for weeks 1, 2, and 8. All of the weeks are currently full enrollment, so registration numbers are great for that. Camp Recreate update, please see the below average enrollments over the 7-week session that we have. All weeks have about 120 available spots for reference. So K through 1 currently has an average of 101 participants. 2 through 3 grades have 114. 4th through 5th grade is 97. And the big kicker is 6th grade through 8th grade, which usually is the smallest. We have a total of 118.
Oh, wow.
Our LIT program is also strong. We have a total of 23. Typically, that's usually around 12 to 15. So everything seems to be up and up for the summer, looking up for the summer. I know the camp has been very diligent to get all their training. Everyone's CPR first aid certified. This Saturday, they're going to have a meet and greet with the whole staff, with the parents, which is a great program to offer as well. Where the kids can come, the parents can come, and they can see the staff, talk to them before we get started next week. So great job by our staff doing that, Lizzie and all the camp directors. Aquatics update. Mill Pond Pool and Churchill Pool will open on Saturday, June 20th. Our staff is finishing up training this week. The pools and the pool offices are getting prepped for opening day. We have over 50 staff this year, including subs. Yesterday, June 5th, Mill Pond and the Wading Pool received their annual public pool license. Churchill Pool has received its license as well, and we're waiting on some retesting of the wading pool. So that will pass and they'll be able to be licensed as well. I think it's an issue with just reading the chlorine. I think it's a part that actually Tom has to order for that. I can't thank enough of all his hard work that he has done to get these pools up and running and painted. As you know, they are a little long in the tooth, but I think he does a tremendous job getting them ready, and they will be open for this Saturday. And we're really looking forward to hopefully some good weather and some good participations for that. Is there anything else about aquatics that I forgot to talk about?
Don't think so. That's
How's
pretty
the
much.
swimming lessons enrollment?
We're doing well. So every year we kind of have to consolidate based on how many water safety instructors we have. So we're doing that right now. We're looking pretty good though for numbers. It's looking good. So we still have spots, but we haven't looked at the rest of the summer, just the first session so far. So
I could say in my month and 2 weeks that I've been here, or one week, whatever it is, Stephanie as well as Lizzie, they are new. This is their first summer activities for camp and aquatics. They've done a tremendous job asking the right questions, dealing with the staff, getting acclimated with the staff. But also, I want them to be their own independence and kind of run how they've seen that the aquatics and the camp should be run. Obviously, we'll consult with myself, since I've done the majority of that as well in my past experiences too. So I think, if it's not broke, we're not gonna fix it. But on the same token, I think we could also have new ideas and maybe better ways to do stuff moving forward with both departments. But they've been great so far, and I anticipate a great summer for both of those departments.
Okay. Sounds like good.
I could also tell you the wrap up for the last 2 events last week. As you know, the weather was not the best. It's hot and humid on both nights. Thursday, we dodged some storms that were just south of us. And the numbers that we have for the beer garden and concessions, the train, tips, and the gross. So for Thursday the 12th, for Newington Goes Country, beer garden took in a total of $655 in cash. $565 in credit card. Concessions took in $226. The train took in $220. Tips was $26 total and a gross of $16.92. Food Truck Friday, as you know, we started off good and then the storms came in and the van stopped at break. So those numbers are a little bit down. So Food Truck Friday, beer garden cash was $607, beer garden card was $240. Concessions was $81, train was $185. Tips were 54, because apparently we didn't put the tip bucket in on Thursday in enough time, so that's another thing we need to make sure we do. For a total of 1,167, so the total for both nights is 2,859. The food truck total, obviously we grossed about $6,850 for that. And then we have the sponsors and stuff of that nature. So I'll have a detailed report once we have this all done and buttoned up with sponsors and everything of that nature. So there's a lot more that we, our product of the donation of the alcohol is in storage right now in our concession stand. So we will use that as well as the others that we will get prior to the extravaganza. And we'll do a hard press sale to make sure we get it all done, get those revenues back up. I think the staff did great, the volunteers were good. It was my first, experience, so I think it was great. And I always watch, and we had a staff meeting, there's a couple things that I brought to their attention, and there will be things that I think I will maybe try to incorporate and try to see what we can do, obviously to generate more revenue and just make things a little bit more enjoyable than they're very enjoyable now, but if there's ways to make improvements, I will look to do that. So all in all, it's very good.
Had fun.
We did have fun.
All right.
And control the weather.
Yeah, a little rolled out, but we did okay. Well, that was good. All right, B&M Tree Service Letter of Agreement.
So that is them looking to sponsor for the extravaganza. I believe it's attached in here. Yes.
$1,500. Nice deal. Trish, you wanna read the motion?
Yeah, I will. Make a motion to accept a $1,500 public-private partnership agreement with B&M Tree Service to sponsor the interactive clown toss game for the Life Be In It extravaganza at Mill Pond, July 15th through the 18th, 2026.
Makes it sound like we're tossing it on.
Tricky.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. And what's next? When you,
It's the year-round landscaping. For the chicken plan.
Bonfire chicken plan. All right,
How dare.
God, please, sir.
so that's another $1,500. Nice, whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
good. All righty. Beth, wanna read?
Sure. Move to accept $1,500 public-private partnership agreement with year-round landscape to sponsor the interactive chicken flinger game for the Life Be In It extravaganza at Mill Pond Park on July 15th through 18th, 2026.
You have a motion, you have a second
Second.
from Tim Menges. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, motion passed. You're fine. And the last one.
GRPA, okay.
Yeah, wow, they're ahead of the game. So that's for the rental of the town hall for the entertainment showcase, which gets us all our bands for the extravaganza and for the concert series. So this is a great thing. It's amazing how well.
And I could say, as someone who was outside looking in, I'd always attend, and it's a good showcase, not only for our facility, but for what we do as a department. So other municipalities and representatives from the Parks Department, the Parks Commission, I should say, would attend. So it's a great way to highlight what we're doing, but also providing a needed service for all the summer concert series and all those individuals who book bands. And it's a good time to do it in February, so there's enough time to set your schedule for the summer.
I'm missing a page maybe or something, that explains how much they're paying or whatever, any of that.
The fees we negotiate, right?
Yes, so we have to figure out, the fees will be the same as far as what we're charging, but,
Yeah.
the fire marshal,
Okay.
there's a lot of fees that were made, and trying to negotiate to see if we can do a little bit as far as what we're doing with that. They had a fire marshal watch the entire thing, which I think was a little excessive, that's what I heard, so, but we'll see. Whoever the new fire marshal will be, I will sit down and talk to them and see what it is, but that's why the fees are ongoing, so we don't necessarily know what we're gonna charge, but it is a revenue.
Okay, okay.
It says in the motion
Yeah,
that
I
we
see.
negotiate.
Negotiate. Okay, I got you. All right, Tim, you wanna read?
So we're just leaving it open-ended at this point, we're gonna negotiate the fees later.
Yes.
Sure. To approve the Connecticut Recreation and Parks Association, CRPA, to host the entertainment showcase at the Morris Community Center on Friday, February 12th, 2027. The facility rental fees, school bus fees, fire watch fees, and any other miscellaneous fees we negotiated with the superintendent of Parks and Recreation.
Motion in a second,
Second, MH.
all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? We're good, okay. Now. We have. Reports. Thank you, volunteers, special events, 11th and 12th.
I think I jumped in, I
Did
actually jumped ahead on all.
Camp Recreate Aquatic, Candlewood Park,
Okay.
Candlewood Park, we need to do, right here.
We just heard, Candlewood Park, the photo shoot by landscape instructor is gonna be Wednesday, June 24th. So that is, basically, we put a notification out to the public if they wanted to have their children part of the photo shoot, of which they had to directly register free of charge through the company, which they did. So we're gonna have a ton of kids, Newington kids, there for the photo shoot in the photo op. I did talk to Jonathan as well. We are going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony soon, of which we will make sure everyone's invited, all the town council, the park and rec commission. We'll have it at the park. We'll try to get a sponsor as far as maybe pizza and stuff of that nature within the evening time. And try to have a official ceremony, ribbon cutting ceremony for that. Clay brought me there, it's looking good, I think everything will be filled in at the time, who's gonna oversee some of the, if you recall, we had to add ADA compliant, sidewalk all the way from the road up to the back parking area, or the back park, so. Some of the sand, or some of the grass that the contractor put in was kind of washed away over time, so he hit it again, so it's gonna be nice come June 24th, and then we'll have our official ribbon cutting ceremony for that. The other issue, the other park, which is in that vicinity, we also talked to the grant writer, see if there's any funds for that. That's the last parks that we would like to have done. And for that to be done, all of the parks will be up to date, ADA accessible, which is in this day and age to say that a whole community has that is very unique and special. And obviously it was all Bill's work prior to that, but I'd like to see that through sooner than later to make sure we get that done.
That got cut out of the budget, right?
It did,
Yeah.
good.
Well,
But we'll see if we
find some
can,
money.
we'll
Yeah.
find the money.
Yeah, that's good. Awesome.
What's the, I'm sorry, no, sorry. I was just saying, what's the purpose of the photo shoot? Is it promotional for the company that did?
Yes, so the company that installed it wants, what they do is they do a beautiful brochure and they highlight parks, so we will be notarized as Newington Parks and Rec, it'll have the name of the park. And that'll be in a brochure that they will give out to the whole country.
Oh, great.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
Where,
Not just-
where do they get the kids from?
You have to sign up, basically you sign up on their website, you have to obviously sign the waiver and everything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Make sure it's permissible to take pictures, but,
Yeah.
it's gonna be used in the catalog, that they have a yearly catalog. It's to send out not only just the Northeast, but the whole United States.
Cool. That's nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay. Extravaganza update, here we go.
So the extravaganza, total food trucks again, Steph,
23.
nice, and growing, right?
Well, yes, yeah, so once, hopefully we'll have about 26.
Yeah. So we have 26, we are just trying to, everything has been, as far as the, different activities for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I know that Roderick's indicated that we finally have the paperwork that we need to get the fireworks, signed off on and sent to the state. That is important, so I'm gonna follow up on that, and make sure that gets done sooner than later. So that's the biggest thing, so that we get the state permit for the fireworks. The daily activities. Yes, that would be a problem. Yes. The site plan and everything was approved by the outgoing fire marshal and plans and everything. So all we really need are local signing off, the fire marshal already did, and then the other, safety issues or safety organizations here in town. And then that will go to the state of Connecticut, which will give us the final permit to the shooter. Shooter's confirmed, we're all set. And then we're just worried, we'll get together as far as the schedule for volunteers. And that's still a work in progress. I think everyone's trying to figure out if they're gonna be available. And then whatever we don't have for the volunteers, we'll offset with some of the summer staff that we did similar to this past, Thursday and Friday.
That's what we do, right? Yeah.
But if anyone has something that we can do to make sure that we have good weather, that'd be helpful.
Hero days.
I think the weather obviously is big, but I think this itself is, speaks for itself. It's good. And going back to, last week, I don't think we don't have the videos, right?
I don't think so.
Channel 3 came, it was Renee DeNino, and they interviewed me on Thursday morning.
Mhm.
And it was over at the park. It was shown, live on Great Day Live, 9 o'clock, also at noon, and then also on their, media website. All three videos were sent to me. Maybe what I'll do is I'll forward them all to you.
Your TV debut, how was that?
Yes, I think I did okay. I did okay. But Renee was very professional and it was good. She was, I think her husband's grew up over in Newington, over the next neighborhood. So she has very fond memories of using Mill Pond Park and her dogs and everything. And she really kept saying how beautiful it is and 44 years and everything. So we got a lot of good PR for that. And we put some posts out on Facebook and maybe we'll put some of the videos out as well. And I did highlight our parking rec commissions for them and our town council for their backing, so that's always good. But I think it went well, and you know, if we got some new people to come to attend, that's great. We'll do another one for the extravaganza prior to. So by then I'll be an experienced. It's a good way to highlight what we're trying to obviously promote, and I think the weather cooperates. We'll definitely do a great job, raising the funds that maybe we lost out with the weather this past week, so.
Great.
No, a bill that got in the past is, what was that one for an app? That determined who, like how many showed up?
Yes.
Oh,
So Roderick knows how to do it.
Okay,
You reminded me, I think they use the GIS system or
Mhm.
some AI or something along
Yeah.
those lines.
Based on cell phone.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
To determine and give an estimate of how many.
Yeah.
I will ask them that.
So that could be a good, starting point.
Yes, absolutely. There were ads also on iHeartMedia that people have heard. We'll do the same again for the extravaganza. That's stuff that Bill has done in the past that we'll continue to do. And we're gonna do a Facebook Live with our staff at Happy Harry's, I think next week, to promote what they have done and sponsors, and then other sponsors that are coming up, Bolorama and stuff like that. I will continue to do that if they so wish to do that, whether they want me to interview them or whether we just do it in their establishment. We'll take their temperature and see what they want. Happy Harry's, I don't think the owner want to be interviewed, but that's okay.
They did in the past, didn't
No, he
Oh, no.
doesn't like to be on.
He was inside the store. I think that's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I could promote
I
that.
know Ruth Chris, but they all,
They're very generous, Happy Harry.
Yes, they are.
Oh, that's the way we're on there.
For a long time now.
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
ask them all.
yeah,
Ask them.
I'll ask them.
okay, good.
I'll ask them.
You're just saying no on a text and you just say space.
I'll ask them.
That's just excellent.
I will.
Okay.
All right, rec tracking,
So, my belief or my feeling, and I shared this with the staff and the staff in turn shared with me is, I feel like our software, RegTrack, that people know how to use it and navigate it, but since we had some new turnover, the people were trained what the other people kind of knew, and I don't think they knew the whole entirety of what it can do. And what I mean by that is, I know sometimes I hear calls, and I did previously with some other software companies in Cromwell, where I can tell where a resident was on the phone with my secretary, and they couldn't navigate on a smartphone how to register someone. In this day and age, most people, if not everyone, if you're at a Little League game or something, hey, you wanna sign up for the beer tasting, the wine and beer tasting, they just wanna take their phone out and they wanna get it accomplished. You want it to be somewhat easy to navigate. Right now, I don't know if that's working, so we wanna get some training to make sure that, A, the software is going to produce what we want it to produce, not only for our staff, but also for the general public. And B, so we have a better understanding of what's going on. In particular, if we have a co-sponsored program or we have instructors that need to have updated numbers of participants, all software should have the ability to give someone the ability that they could sign in and read their rosters. They could communicate if we so wish to give them, so if they wanted to bring something to class, they could say, hey, bring this yoga, bring an extra towel or something like that. So there's better communication amongst participants. Whereas right now, it's like we have to give them a copy of it and then they have to come and pick it up, or we email it and, scan it. Trying to make it more user-friendly for everyone.
That's great.
The in-house as well as the user on the outside. And again, if the software is not doing what we think it's doing, we could always look to see if there's other software options out there that might serve the public a little better. I went through 2 different softwares in 8 years in Cromwell. And if it's a yearly, price, and a lot of them now are kind of, you're paying for the amount of money, or how often or how much money you generate. That's your yearly fee for using this software. So it's usually a year contract, so it's not like we have to stick with this, but, hopefully we know, or they can know what we wanted to do, and maybe we just have never been appropriately trained. And if we get trained, then we do a lot more with the software. And, we do the Facebook posts and stuff, but then you could do email blasts specific for certain programs, special events that you have a database in. Again, to make sure to remind people, next session starting up, you gotta register, or if there's anything in particular. Just trying to communicate better with the public, trying to communicate better with our staff, and trying to communicate better with our instructors, so everyone is notified in a timely fashion.
You think
That's
Red
what-
Crack is outdated?
Well, I don't know, I'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one, but I know Bill, Bill brought it here, I think he might have had it written, I don't know, but, we'll find out.
It's fought long and hard to get it here, but I think it's been around for a while. I don't know.
Well, let's hope it, I mean, they've been receptive, I will say, when
They'll come
our
in.
staff calls to troubleshoot certain things, would you say they're pretty receptive to,
Yeah, I haven't used it as much as
Okay.
Lizzie has,
Yeah,
but
I know
when I've
Lizzie has.
asked for help, they've helped.
if deposits or something like that, they can report, so they can kind of run, you know? But we'll see,
All right,
we'll keep
Makes
an open
sense.
mind.
yeah. All right, Parks and Grounds parking lot project. I mean, rain into results. That sounds good.
So it's been approved already, the parking lot, around the Parks Department. And I got a show and tell over there too. So it's two-phase. There's obviously the removal of the current, asphalt that's there. And then stage one will be the new drainage underneath it. The town engineer is leading this, Chris is leading this, and he came down to our office, I think a week and a half ago, and proposed an idea that the possibility that we can do something that he's seen in other communities where we recapture all of the rainwater, and stuff of that nature, and repurpose it and reuse it. Obviously not drinking water, but for, the Parks Department. In particular, you know, we have people that are earmarked just to water all the beautiful plantings that we have throughout the town. That he has to fill up a water container for that. So that would be using, you know, catching rainwater, groundwater. So be it, there is a filtration process in place that, can be exchanged too. I think it would be a nice thing for the community to do that, and trying to be receptive to trying to be greener, and repurpose some of the water. So he would need to know that prior to when we start. And I believe we're trying to do phase one, which is the drainage, before the fall. So this would be something that I think everyone would probably be interested in. There's information on this.
Yeah.
In your packet.
Yep.
On the back page. So he gave us the Cliff Note version on the back page of that. I think it's a great idea. If all he uses it for is just a watering the plants, you also could reuse it to, if you wanted to wash his vehicles, Clay wants to wash his vehicles, even the salt during the winter time. Anything that goes underground, it does have a filtration, so all the salt and soot and all the stuff on the roads will get, obviously, filtered out, so we could repurpose that and reuse that. Obviously not drinking, but just, you know, more or less it'd be used more during the summer months than it probably would in the winter months. And then any excess that we have will still go into, obviously, a drainage system. So instead of just having the regular drainage, trying to recapture and repurpose some of the rainwater. So that's something I wanted you to be aware of. I don't know if we have to vote on that, or if you guys are interested in that.
It's not costing us any money, so
It's not cost us any money.
it's kind of crazy not to do. It's awesome. Good.
And we could kind of market and highlight that to the public, so it would look pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it's trying to do something correctly.
Yeah. That's cool. I don't think we need to vote, you know, it's not
No.
costing us any money. And Facebook videos, we talked about them.
Yep.
Sorry, kind of, so we're at the end. Comments by the board, there was one thing that hit the agenda. Scott had talked about wanting to add an event, something to do in the fall, especially because we don't have the water lantern thing anymore, we're gonna need some money. So, if you guys had any ideas that you're thinking of, that would be good. One of the things I had looked up, I have been tossing around in my head for a while, I looked it up online. Other communities around have this thing called a 0.5K. 0.5, not 5.5, so it's like a lap around the pond practically, and they have like a car loading event the night before. So you would have like pasta dinner or something like that, pretty quick and easy. And then the run, it would be like, it's a goof. You'd stop and you'd have a hydration drink. Or you'd stop and you'd eat a donut, or they'd have a water obstacle thing that would be like, you run through a waiting pool or something, you know, it's just kind of very, little basic things that were just as a goof. Some people hook it up with a beer at the end, some people don't, depends on what you wanna do. Lizzie had talked about something that would be more, expansive to the whole day and have some.
Team oriented.
Yeah. Like, so you'd have other events during the day that would be like this. It sounds, I don't know, sounds like fun, be kind of a neat
So
thing.
Lizzie is interested, and she brought it to my attention today, which I think is good. Trying to get people more active and out and health kind of conscious and doing something along those lines of a special event. I will do some research, we'll talk as a staff, and maybe I'll probably have something at the next meeting, right, we can talk about, but, that's one component of the fall programs. I think the other thing is our staff is interested in doing something early on before Halloween, but Halloween themed. And not to duplicate anything that currently gets done in the town, like some trick or trunk or anything of that nature, but try to do something a little bit different. Because we do have a long period from when we end in the summer until the night of lights. So try to fill in some special events and get back to the public.
Are we trying to do like an all day thing or like a 2 or 3 hour thing?
Sky's the limit. I mean, it could be.
I would like to see like a back to school or like something like a movie night, like in Mill Pond Park. I think that was kind of something, like if we can blow like a big blow up.
Like a movie late August.
Yes,
We could do that. I used to do movies all the time.
movie night and sell popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bring your blanket.
Yeah.
Like for a family. For a family.
Before.
Almost like an old drive-in.
Yeah. Yes.
Only without the drive-in.
But like you're saying, like for Halloween or something, I'd like to do a family movie or something.
Do that too,
We
absolutely.
did that,
Charge people
Yes.
it's pretty hard to charge them when it's outside, it's the only problem, you know?
No, I know, but we don't always keep money at it.
Yeah, I
We'd
mean,
like to break even, we did it for,
Or just sell popcorn or
yeah,
something.
we did it for the 150th in the gym, so that people would have to, you know, pay sort of, and we did popcorn, and we got cupcakes from
Well, do it outside.
Sam's or somebody
I would
donated.
do it outside and no fun.
Yeah, the only problem is if it rains, it kind of,
Well, then we do it
sorry,
inside.
but
Yeah.
that's that.
yeah,
Have everyone just bring a blanket
yeah.
and then sell
It
popcorn.
gets-
Outdoor movie.
I was.
I was
but
thinking that.
we didn't get a huge turnout, and it was a little costly because you have to pay to rent the, screen, which maybe her son has, we don't know. And then you have to also pay for the rights of the movie. So that's another chunk of money that you have to make, so we have to sell something, you
We'll find
know.
some sponsorship.
Yeah, we could do that, but it's.
Some sponsor.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, we did in Cromwell, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Great talent.
Trying to think of the name of it,
And
yeah.
it's kind of family oriented, and we actually had actors that dressed like the sisters.
Yeah.
There you go.
And walk in amongst the crowd, and it was well attended.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Am I allowed to comment?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, so I
Do
used,
incentives or something.
yeah, so I was the director in Bolton, and before I left, we got a grant to get a screen, a projector, and like, cause you have to pay for like copyright stuff for the movies, so we got a grant that, you know, we were gonna use to pay for that. I don't know if they've done anything with it yet, but there are grants available too, if we wanted to purchase a screen and
And
everything.
the screen and the projector, you have it forever, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really just like the movie rights and stuff. Yeah.
You use it for for Night of Lights, you can show Christmas
Yeah,
cartoons.
so I don't know how often we deal with grants, but I was working a lot in Bolton with those grants because we didn't have a lot of money. So it, you know. And,
That's good to know.
yeah,
Definitely.
Wonder where this bean comes from for Night of Lights.
It's the laser.
No, is there people bringing you things?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty. Something else.
Yeah, but I think I'd like to do more for the community and get them out.
Yeah.
Because it's the right thing to do and just
Yeah.
get people
Well, we're here
together.
Yeah,
And we may not make any money at it, but we can get somebody to pay for the cup.
Right.
Then we sell
Yeah.
popcorn, which we make a couple $100
Yeah.
selling popcorn and.
Absolutely.
I
Have
have
a color bag or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
We still do little games at extravaganza, like I remember years ago, right, over on the side, they had
No, we haven't done them.
little kids games, but like
Yeah.
you could even tag in if they're easy enough, you could tag in something like that before movie night. And, just get people out, like you said, out longer and doing more and becoming more active.
I think that's what Lizzie was trying to do with the, you know, stack races and stuff like that to just get people out and that even the 0.5K running around the pond. I don't even know if that's, I used to know how long that was, I forget, but. it's-
Almost like a mini field day, like a school
Yeah,
field day.
yeah,
things
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, simple. It would be fun and
I think it's is it quarter mile?
it's like 0.3 around, I
Yeah.
walk it
think
pretty
so,
much
yeah.
every day.
I remember when, yeah, we used to do that step thing. The step challenge with the other town, we
yeah.
still do, but nobody does. That, yeah, it would be fun, I don't know. But anyway, if you think of anything new and exciting.
Yeah.
It's,
Absolutely.
put it on your head. Anybody have any other comments? Comments? No, we're good. All right, I think we're good. Motion to adjourn,
Was there any public on?
second?
And is there any public on, just we have to offer it?
I thought that was the only one. No,
Mike and.
Mike is still on, if he has anything he wants to add, yeah.
Mike, have anything else you need to say, you wanna say, add?
No, I'm all set. Thank you.
All right, thanks for stopping in. And that number is.
Nancy.
Nancy. Okay, all right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There we are.
Do we have an emotion to adjourn?
Sure.
Again?
Sure, she made a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Okay, was that Trish?
Yeah.
Okay, Trish and then Tim.
And Tim.
Sure, we can have this back or what?
Okay.
Thank you. And I still.
Thank you.
Did you go? Did you guys know what?